And welcome back to 9Goes49 plays Banished, the Colonial Charter mod with the cursed llama. It's a mouthful again, but you know what? That's what it is. Let's go ahead and get started. We are currently at 736 citizens. We have a whole new subdivision town proper building up right now, and that's going to be a massive area for us to do some serious expansion. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up a bunch more homes down in this area because that's really what it's for. We're going to do tons of homes here, but then we're also going to have a lot of food production up top. Hopefully make them to where they don't have to run around too much and get their own food and all that good stuff. So let's see. With that in mind, let's do a road going up here. And we'll do a couple farms out this way just to get things started. Okay, there's the red. We'll do 14 by 14. Because that's what we do. So road, open, 14 by 14. We'll do 2 of those and queue those up. So now the workers have plenty to do. We do have a storage barn here. I'm not going to go ahead and upgrade that yet. I want to leave that there and allow guys to use it. But I will queue up another storage barn, and we'll leave that alone for now. Now we do have a few people working here. These guys are in the 20s and 30s. Kind of where they need to be. Kind of where they need to be for age and timeline and stuff like that. I really want these guys to finish this, so I'm actually gonna set this as a high priority, and we'll go see what the trader wants, needs. Excuse me. We're at 70,000 food, so I've been buying a little bit of food. I don't think I need to. In fact, I'm not going to. I mean, I could just, well, whatever. Let's get rid of the ginger. I can barely sell it half the time, so let's just go ahead and get rid of ginger. Yep, that's what it is. Words are great. We'll buy some pears because people like pears. All right, we've been spreading out our workforce and expanding some other areas. We currently have the Frisian cows are over here making a ton of milk. That's awesome, and they're expanding here too. So we're gonna rank up that industry real quickly. Which reminds me, I need to check on milk. Where is that? A little bit further down. Milk is at 100. So once that gets into maybe like 300 or 400s, we could probably get another dairy going, and that would be really helpful. We can start doing cheese breads and stuff like that. See, more food. I'm just not meh. We're good. We're fine. Thank you for bringing the food. You could have saved us from near famine, but that's a no-go. What we'll also build over here are tons and tons of bakeries because holy crap, do we have a lot of flour. Part of me doesn't want to queue this up until we're a little closer. Like, they're already starting to clear this out and use up this stockpile. And I really want them to finish this market. I will employ this immediately. And I think we'll benefit greatly from that and get this place in a nice, good start. A couple of the homes are getting finished down below as well. So that's fun. You know, I should probably ask this in a video about channel news, but I'm just wondering, would you guys like to see something like RimWorld? And if you don't know what that is, ask, and a few of the guys definitely know what it is. But I've been thinking, like, people are really liking these kind of city building strategy-ish games, and I love playing them. And RimWorld, I'm thinking about modding that up and playing it. Anyway, food for thought. All right, we're going to go ahead and make, let's see, strawberries and blueberries do not do well. Sugarcane we don't need. Flax is not a food. So what are we going to do? Wheat is fantastic. But what else are we building? I forget. Tomatoes galore. Cotton, yeah, we can't eat that. Wheat. Grapes, but that's an orchard. I really wanted a farm. Sugar house, we don't need that going. Am I really just making tomatoes and wheat? Wow, I really actually am just making tomatoes and wheat. I don't even know what kind of food you can have with tomatoes and wheat. Let's see, there's cherries, there's grapes, olives. Maybe I should make those orchards and not farms. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Let's do some 14 by 14s and diversify that a little bit. So let's go ahead and say that. Oh, no. Seriously, the misclick is real. Like, what the heck was that all about? All right. Food. Dense orchard. There we go. And 14. Perfect. Let's do. You only need a couple people working those. We don't want to overdo it. Let's do cherries here because cherries are delicious. And let's try figs. Let's see how those will harvest. if they'll actually work. And the central market is done. Okay, so 6 people are employed here. We'll leave it at 6 for a bit and see how it actually bounces back and recovers. Okay, so we're actually getting people in their teens and in their 20s moving into the homes. It's perfect. That's exactly where we want it to be. And I think we need to do a few standard things here. Now, we're starting to fall behind slightly on the tools, so we're going to need to do all the little facility things. But first, before we do that, we need to get bakeries going, because baking is... We have so much flour, guys. Like, it's unbelievable the amount of food that we can make right now with the flour. So 4 is probably not even going to be enough to catch up to the amount of flour that we have. So let's go ahead and we'll catch up on... We do need a church, but that's not the most important thing at the moment for like the people's needs. So we'll do a school over here by the storage facilities. So we'll do a school, and we're going to need a blacksmith shop as well. Where's that at? There we go. Blacksmith shop. Let's see. Make sure we're lining that nicely. There we go. Perfect. So we'll build that up as well. One thing I haven't checked in a while is the tallow and candle count. So candles, we got 500. That's good. We can start selling those a little bit more than what we have been. We have 20,000 tomatoes. I really wish we could make something. 600 tallow. We could make... That means we could make one more candle maker. All right, let's see. What do these guys have? Coats. Don't need them. And this stuff, I don't need any of this. This is all like luxury stuff. I don't need that at all. So we'll tell them to take a hike. All right, what are we missing here? We're missing mulberries, and I've got mulberries going here. So hopefully we can start making sure this is nice and steady. Glassware is really low. Is that low across the board or low because they don't have anything in there to use, like mulberries? Glassware is at 38, so not that great. Glass is actually kind of low, so we may want to increase that at some point. Not the biggest industry, not something I'm the most worried about. It's just something I thought we could get into because we could do like strawberries. So I'm seeing that the settings that I've picked this game at are quite difficult in regards to food selection. So ranches are really big. Orchards are really big. I could do a lot more fishing and kind of be sitting even better. So just things that we can learn, but the wheat into flour into baked goods is really helping as well. And that's because wheat's awesome. I think you can grow wheat, and there's different types of wheat, like cold wheat and stuff like that germinates differently. It is the germinator. Yeah, that just happened, don't worry. So with 6, we're getting the capacity up a little bit, but I feel like this is one of those deals that you need to have all the way up. So we're going to get 12 working this market, and with that being said, we need a lot more homes. There needs to be more people to actually work all these facilities that we're going to get online. With the blacksmith shop, the bakeries, the orchards as well, we need to really crank out homes. We probably want to go ahead and get brickworks so that we can have, what is it? Charcoal. Charcoal is good, so we'll get that queued up as well. And now we're above the 50 builder mark. That's fine, gives them a lot to do. Not too worried about that. The orchards take a good season or 3 to actually kick into gear, so we'll let those sit, and they should be all right. Is that happiness? That's happiness. You know what that means? That means we need a church. People are not happy because we don't have places of worship. Ooh, I need to build a hospital too, actually. So let's go ahead and build a big old church right next to the blacksmith shop. And let's go ahead and have a hospital as well, right next to the blacksmith shop. You know, in case he hurts himself. Like, let's be nice to the blacksmith. How about next to the bakery? It's close enough. The blacksmith won't get too mad. All right, so these are working. We've got a schoolhouse coming here as well. It's kind of fun to just sit here and watch all this stuff pop up and down. It's kind of neat, to be honest. I don't feel like I need to prioritize anything here. There's quite a bit of work going on, so I'm not as worried. Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't do? Right over here. Is it done? I think the garden is done. Or the inn and garden is not done. Oh, somebody's actively working on it right now. Seriously? Okay, that's silly. The amount of time it takes for these guys to get things done is kind of bad. Really, I need to just watch them and see what their walking patterns are, and increase the roads, make them a little bit better. Look at the amount of hardtack this one bakery makes. Wow, so much. Adventurer took a poison arrow to the knee. Good old Skyrim references. I used to be an adventurer like you. I used to be, you know, alive. All right, so this is going to be done here soon. These will house all of the, you know, booze and things like that. So we've got a lot of wine, we've got a lot of spirits, and we're selling some of those in the trade house, but we need somewhere to actually have them stored. It's one of those weird goods that will not go in a stockpile or in a barn. You have to actually make like an inn and garden for them to be housed and properly like moved. They're just going back and forth. Are they hungry? Is that why? Like, they shouldn't be. The market right there, they can get as much food as they want. And everybody's clothed, so they're not like too cold. Plus it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, there we go. Inn and garden. We'll go ahead and have one person work there, and we'll let that start to fill up. They'll start moving goods and utilize that even more. Look at that. I get this up to 12, and there you go. Capacity's at full. We've got 4 bakeries. Let's go ahead and get those online with 4 of them right there. Schoolhouse is almost done. Blacksmith's getting there. We've got all these homes finishing up. So yeah, we've got plenty of people in the prime age to pair off, start having families and making babies, and continuing to increase our population. Let's go ahead and check that real quick. We've had quite a few people actually dying. But we're still doing okay. We're still doing fine. We're still ahead of the curve, I believe. We can check the graph and go 10 years food. That's good. But what about citizens? That's percent. No. Okay. Population? Yes. There we go. I guess we've always been in an incline, but these are nomads. Those little jumps in population are nomads. Let's see. Food. Herbs, tools. Tools. We had a bit of a dip right there. I think that was during the nomad dip, but I bought 100 tools. That kind of helped. See, right now we're barely staying at 500. The limit's 550, so we're not quite keeping up. Alcohol's got a steady rise. That drop was probably from when I pulled spirits in over here. Let's see. Yeah, 500 right there. They sell native artifacts. Weird. I'm going to go ahead and get these gold ore. I think I've got some of these stockpiled, like gold and silver ore, that we could actually work and use. Like jade. We could do jade statues. We could do marble statues and stuff like that. That's not something I've done. Might be interesting. This guy has food, and I really don't need food. I don't know what it takes to do these. I have no idea. Marble. They cost 11 though. Yeah, whatever. You know what? We don't normally do this. I've never done this on a video. I've never even done it, so let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We can actually buy it. It's not a big deal. We'll do some statue places. 1,000 is that? Oh gosh. So furniture is definitely a very strong economy. Like, holy crap, that was good. Overpaying by, whatever, we'll overpay by 100. So jade and marble. Let's trade that. Should I put that in my orders? Because I don't need anything else from this guy. Maybe I should. All right, I'm giving in. I wasn't going to start doing this. Let's do ores. Jade itself. Rough gemstones. I don't mind getting raw goods and actually refining them. We've got a population that can do it. I'm not worried about that at all. Stone statue, wool. What am I missing? Marble. There we go. Okay, so now we'll dismiss him, and the next time he comes back, he will be doing the things that we need. With these shops, I don't think they're very big. Like the statue shops. Melting house. Yeah, statue carver. We've got plenty of lumber, and look, they're tiny. Let's build a couple. Can we do? No, you know what? Let's just do 2. We'll let those finish. We'll do jade in one, and we will do marble in the other. Now, one thing we could do is this this melting house for the ores that we've been getting. Honestly, we should have 2, right, just to bring those in. So let's go ahead and queue this up, and then I'll show you guys another building that we really should have been doing this whole time because it takes time to kind of build up. But that's okay. We're not going to... It's not that big a deal. So that takes lumber. And lumber we've been slowly building because it's not the most important thing ever. It's just really building specific. So let's check on our lumber supply. We have 200 lumber. If we needed to, the water wheels could actually be used to get more lumber. but it's not something I'm not worried about it. See right here, the precious mines, those allow us to get gold, silver, and rough gemstones. And you have to build those into the side of mountains and all that good stuff. And it takes lumber. So it takes a bit of time to actually get them up and going. So let's build a couple of those here. Oh, this is where I like flattened it all weird. Let's just do 2. We won't do too many. We'll just do 2. Look at those deer over there on the island. It's Deer Island. Brought to you by... No, we're not going to go there. All right, that's not quite done. The storage warehouse isn't done. Looks like the church isn't done. Blacksmith's not done. The schoolhouse isn't done. Brickwork. So we're moving supplies as quick as we can. It really just comes down to not having enough builders, and probably because they're not able to move quickly enough around everywhere. So maybe we should check on brick again. How are we doing on bricks? We've got 200. It's just not a high priority, but stone is. So maybe we can make some stone roads, because it vastly increases movement of your citizens, which really helps with their efficiency. There we go. Whatever, we'll just do that. And we'll build some stone down here as well to help out with that. So let's just build some roads. Check that out. Yeah, look at that. They're just running in between here. Oh, that's so weird that they chose this as the path. All right, well, that's fine. We can accommodate that. If we hit shift, it'll give us this diagonal bit. And then we'll go ahead and say stone up to there. It's going to take quite a bit of stone, but that's okay. We can mine more, buy more. We've already got olive. We've already got wheat. We don't need the rest of this stuff, so we're going to go ahead and dismiss that trader. And yeah, we're good to go. So this area is still building up, doing quite well. I really think we should be building more homes. I would like all this other stuff to get finished first, though. I was going to turn this on. I don't think I need to. For charcoal, I put the limit at 4,000. It's already at 4,000. It's sitting there nice and pretty. But we don't get that cold, so that's a little deceptive, right? One thing that I could check on is clay. How much clay do we have? We've got 2,000 clay. I could be doing more brick. How are we doing on furnace fuel, though? Because it needs furnace fuel. 82. Yeah, we're not doing good on the furnace fuel to actually support that. So let's build one of those. A fuel refinery. And we'll keep this at brick, and we'll get it active here shortly. Storage warehouse is done, which is great. The fig orchard and cherry orchard are not quite at the point where they're harvesting anything, but that's okay. That's kind of anticipated. Then the blacksmith isn't quite done. We're kind of fluctuating between 500 and about 525 right now, and the limit's at 550. So we're doing okay, but we definitely need to make sure we're ahead of that. Spiraling out of control with your tools is extremely deadly. Deadly. Sorry. I would say it's worse than food, because if you run out of tools, your food production drops by like 75%, something crazy like that. It's really bad. Yeah, iron and stone and brick. You know, I'm just going to buy a bunch of stuff. We've got plenty of merchandise to use. It'll actually free up a bit of inventory and not make it so difficult. I'm not going to buy iron tools. I'd rather keep it at steel and not mix that up. Lumber, meh. I'm just going to wait on that and be patient. If we run out of it, we run out of it. I'm not worried about it. Let's do 200 coats. Oh, the spirits. You know, how much can we sell these bad? This is going to be so good. Overpaying by 80. You know what? The 80's on us, friends. Have a drink. We'll send these guys out. There we go. All right, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. You know, I think I'll stop here. I was going to do like 3 or 4 of these. I think I'm just going to do 2 and see how you guys react to the shorter time frames of these videos. I think it's fine. I personally like longer videos, but I also don't want to just put out stuff that nobody's going to watch all the way through, because that seems kind of silly now, doesn't it? So I just noticed we needed glass working, so I'm going to plop that down over here by the hospital. We need more glassware for everything. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think about the shorter videos, and I'd really appreciate that. We'll go ahead and pause this up. We're sitting at 752, so still the upward climb to the 900 to 1,000 mark, and I'm trying to hit that before a new mod comes out, because the guys developing this are doing a great job of putting out new content fairly regularly. So gotta check on these. Precious mine, not quite done. Statue carver, not quite done. All right, sounds good. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Go ahead and hit the like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share on the socials, and I will see you guys next time. Later.